American people will not vote for a candidate who insults Mexicans and Latinos, who insults Muslims, who insults women, who insults veterans, and who insults the African American community. Let us not forget that several years ago, Trump was one of the leaders of the so-called birther movement, which was a very ugly and vicious effort to delegitimize the first African-American president in our history. The American people will not vote for a candidate who thinks that climate change is a hoax, or who thinks that we should give hundreds of billions of dollars in tax breaks to the top 0.2%. This campaign is about thinking big, not small. And that is where we have some very major differences with Secretary Clinton. We had the option when we began this campaign to do what every other presidential campaign has done, and that is establish a super PAC. But we said no. We do not represent the interests of the billionaire class, of Wall Street, or of corporate America. We don't want their money. No super PAC for this campaign. Instead, we did something unprecedented. We went out to the middle class and the working class and even low-income people. And we said, if you want a candidate and a campaign that's going to stand up to the big money interests, to Wall Street and the fossil fuel industry and the drug companies, if you want a candidate who's going to help create a government which works for all of us and not just the 1%, we need your help. And then what happened was unprecedented in American history. Up to this point, we have received 8 million individual campaign contributions. 8 million, averaging 27. Think about it. At a time when big money buys politicians, we have done it with a contribution average of $27 a piece. To paraphrase Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg, this is a campaign of the people, by the people, and for the people. Now, Secretary Clinton has chose to do it the old-fashioned way, the typical political way, and that is establish not one super PAC, but a number of super PACs. And she has raised many millions of dollars from Wall Street and other special interests, in addition to receiving lots of money for giving speeches behind closed doors on Wall Street. Now, in my view, what we have got to be doing, and as president, what I will do, is we will take on Wall Street, not take their money. Hillary Clinton thinks that we should raise the minimum wage to $12 an hour. Not enough. We want $15 an hour and a union. Hillary Clinton supported the war in Iraq, one of the worst foreign policy blunders. And I'm proud to tell you, not only did I vote against that war, I helped lead the opposition to that disastrous war. I believe that one of the great looming crises facing our country, California, and the world is whether or not we are going to have enough clean drinking water for the people. And that is why I believe we have got to ban fracking. I have been in communities here in California where thousands of people, when they turn on their faucets, cannot drink the water that's coming out. Our job is to make sure that every home in America has clean drinking water, and we're going to do that whether the fossil fuel industry likes it or not. This campaign understands that no president, not Bernie Sanders or anybody else, can do it alone. And here's the truth that no other candidate will tell you, and that is that the people who run this country, Wall Street with their unlimited resources, corporate America, the corporate media, wealthy campaign contributors, these people have so much power that the only way we transform our country, the only way we create a government that works for all of us, is when millions of people stand up and fight back and demand that. And that is what this campaign is about. Donald Trump wants to divide us up. We want to bring our people together. Hillary Clinton wants small incremental changes. We want to transform this nation. We're going to win this election because we're doing something very unusual in modern politics. We are telling the truth. And here is the truth. The truth is that today we have a corrupt campaign finance system which is undermining American democracy. Together, we are going to overturn this disastrous Supreme Court decision on Citizens United. Democracy means one person, one vote, not billionaires buying elections. And together we are going to tell Republican governors, you will not get away anymore with suppressing the vote. This campaign is going to end the rigged economy which is destroying the middle class of this country. For 30 years, the middle class of America has been shrinking, while almost all new income and wealth is going to the top 1%. A rigged economy is when the top 1/10 of 1% today owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. A rigged economy is when the 20 wealthiest people in America own more wealth than the bottom half of our country, 150 million people. A rigged economy is when a single mom goes out to work at $11 an hour and cannot find the affordable child care that she needs for her children. A rigged economy is when the men and women who have put their lives on the line to defend us, our veterans, some of them are sleeping out on the streets of LA and San Francisco. A rigged economy is when we have a proliferation of billionaires in recent years, and yet we have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth. A rigged economy is when mom is working, dad is working, and the kids are working, and 58% of all new income generated today goes to the top 1%. Together, we are going to end that rigged economy. Together, we are going to tell